as always, Keisha knows this. Johnny Manziel is in the news all the time. We report on him constantly. And of course, he was back in the news last week and up until yesterday. This time, it's because his attorney, unfortunately, his attorney text messaged the AP by mistake. After this happened, something very sad with Johnny Manziel's father, who issued a statement on his son. He's so exasperated over his son's situation that's gone down really over the course of the last couple of years now. Paul Manziel issued this statement. He's a druggie. It's not a secret that he's a druggie, he said. I hate to say it, but I hope he goes to jail. I mean, that would be the best place for him. Based on what we've seen, do you guys think that Paul Manziel has done everything that he can to help his son?
I mean, I think it sounds like he has. I don't know, as a parent of an adult child, what he can do legally to force Johnny to get help. Paul Manziel said that he had Johnny in rehab, but Johnny escaped and the doctors let him. And I don't know, I'm not familiar with how rehab facilities work, but I don't know if there's any rehab facility where doctors can forcibly, keep somebody from leaving. So I really feel for the Manziel family, because this is really, really tough. And it's hard to watch your loved one go down in flames. And that's when you have a parent wishing jail time on their child, it gets, it's pretty in a desperate state.
Yeah, it's definitely a cry for help. I feel like, but there's so much you can do with somebody like Johnny Manziel at this age, with the money that he has, and the fame that he has. It's kind of hard for his father to gain as much control as he wants for him. So that's why he's doing these kind of acts, as accidentally texting the AP. Because, to be honest, how do you accidentally text somebody that information? It could be true, could not be true, but I feel like he has done all he can do, but right now it's probably he's gonna have to take a step back, because it's obviously not working. Johnny Manziel's posting Instagram videos of being in paradise right now, so obviously his father's steps are not helping him at all right now.
There are things you can do. Britney Spears' father, several years ago, when she was having her spiral decline, he was able to go to court and take control over her and her assets, and until she was able to get herself together. And this might be one of the things, but you also have to understand the type of dynamics in the family relationship between the father and the son and the rest of the family. That's an issue also. But this attorney, I think it was something that was intentionally done. I don't think it was an accident. I think they wanted it. Maybe it's an attempt to try to get him under control. So they just used that as an excuse, that they sent the information about his drug use and stuff to an AP reporter.
Yeah, I think for Johnny Manziel, the worst is yet to come. Things just keep getting worse and worse for this guy, and the fact that he's got this drug problem, I think that it's cocaine. I think it hasn't come out specifically that he's got the cocaine problem, but we can all sort of figure that's probably what the situation is. That's some of the reading that I've done, is that he's got a severe cocaine problem, and he doesn't want the help. And for someone in his early 20s to mid 20s, it's really hard to tell an addict that they're an addict. He probably doesn't even think that he is one. And for all we know, that this is just going to continue to spiral out of control. I don't think that Johnny Football is going to ever wind up back on the football field if he continues like this. And he just needs to clean himself up, no pun intended. He really needs to get sober. There's no question about it. He's just living this reckless life. And the worst part about it is, I'll finish with this, is that the people that are the ones that are really close to him, they're just using him. Whether it's the men and women that he's surrounding himself, they're using him for his drugs and his money and his fame.
A drug addict has no problems as long as they have money.
Right.
There was a famous comedian who said that he called the Betty Ford Clinic to ask them how much would it cost to get off drugs. They said $13,000. She said he had a lot of money, so he didn't have a problem. The problem is when you no longer have the money.
Right. And we don't know how big his bank account is, because he also has his own money, and then there's family money. So whatever family money there is, I'm sure his father can exercise some control. So, and I don't think his NFL contract was that big where he could just have endless years of not working and spending all his money.